Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench. And today's topic is how to select a jointing plane. Now, you look in the catalogs from Stanley, from any of the modern makers, and they typically call the number 7 and the number 8, which I don't have, jointer planes. And I don't argue with that. However, what is a jointer plane? A jointer plane is any plane that will help you get a straight and true flat surface to where you can join them together to create a larger panel. Or if you need to create a straight edge on the edge of a table, or if you're fitting a cabinet door, a house door, where you need that to be straight and true. That's what a jointing plane is. How big does it need to be? Therein lies the question. In this instance, these pieces of wood are 20 3/8 and 21 3/8. Just two pieces that I randomly picked off the shelf. If I take 21 inches and divide it by 3, I get 7. And multiply it by 2. That gives me 14 inches. All right. So in my cranium, in my thought process, I'm thinking, okay, my plane needs to be 14 inches or longer, but it does not need to be 21 inches. All right? It can be, but does not need to be. Here's why. So, my number 5 is 14 inches. If I plane with this, I will get 2/3 of the way through and the whole plane is on the wood. And as I'm getting to the end, the whole plane is on the wood, leaving 1/3. And I'm only 3 inches away from finishing the cut. So, pressure down on the front, whether you use the knob, whether you use the thumb. You start your cut. You start lightening up on the pressure, and you finish your cut. So the number 5 in this instance is a jointing plane. If the boards were shorter, I could do it with a number 4. In fact, I could do this one with a number 4. If they were shorter still, I could do jointing with a number 3, a number 2, a number 1, a block plane. You following me? Now, if we're 16 feet long, you're going to get out the aircraft carrier, the biggest plane you have. But this is overkill for something like this. Can I use the number 7, which is 22 inches long? Yeah. I think it too is overkill. But can I do it? Yes. Definitely the number 8 is overkill. One of the reasons why I don't have a number 8, besides the fact I've never found a really good one in the era that I like, is because I can get everything I want done with the 7 and under. I only use these long-bodied wooden jointers if I have a long tabletop to do. And don't forget, when you're gluing up tabletops or cutting boards or anything where you're going to have end grain exposed, you want to do a spring joint or a sprung joint where the middle of the joint has a microscopic hollow and the outer two corners, this one and this one, touch first, so that when you clamp this up, you clamp it up from the middle, it pulls it tight, and these ends will stay tight for many years. Because what's going to happen is, even though you oil or varnish or shellac or lacquer the end grains, the wood is going to still remain moving due to humidity. The more it moves, the more likely these outer glue joints will open up. And you go look at tables, old tables, 50, 100 years old, or even 20 or 30 years old. These outer edges are open because they made a perfectly straight glue joint, or they might have even been a little bit of a convex. You want that spring joint. If you have any more questions on that, leave it down in the comments section. Be more than happy to touch base on that further. So what is a joiner plane? It's a plane that makes joints. Plain and simple. Get it? Get the pun? Plain and simple. I hope you're doing well today and having a great day. Thanks for stopping by. And if you found something useful, helpful, maybe entertaining, like, subscribe, and share. I always use those thumbs up, and I love your comments. Walter out.